All right, music ideas number 3. We're going strong here. We're just churning the videos out. Churning isn't good imagery because it sounds like, we're just at like a manufacturing plant, just like, cranking them out. I want them to be, at least of some passable quality. So today is a pretty simple concept. It's the idea of speed, and you can get into speed. Your drug dealer, I'm sure, would let you. But we're talking about a different kind of speed, which is the pace or the tempo. But yeah, there are a lot of ways to talk about it, but we're talking about basically how fast or slowly you're playing the same thing. It's kind of like how you arrange chords, if that makes sense. You have a C. I want to make sure I'm in frame. You have a C and then an F. And how you arrange those, like the genre you're using, the background effects, that determines kind of the mood of the song, the genre, how people feel. When you think about it, there's not many combinations of like different chords, and so a lot of stuff actually comes in how you arrange it and how you voice it and how you portray the emotion behind it. If that makes any sense at all, feel free to heckle me, as always, if it doesn't make any sense at all. And so in this case, I forget what chords I was trying to start with, but was it like F and B flat? So we're just going to do G and C because it's super simple. Depending on how fast in this case you go, and I'm sure is it legato, which refers to very quick. I'm not as well versed on the linguistics behind the music terminology of a lot of time signatures, and because I just feel it, man. I just feel it in my body. So basically, we're just going to use the term here, very non-jargon term, fast and slow, quickly and slowly. So that sounds more upbeat, but if you were to do it it sounds more melancholy and like a ballad. Or if you were to, arpeggiate it, for instance. You could do all sorts of things. You could have it be a ballad. You could have it be a really soft song. You could have it be a bittersweet song. It's and we're getting into more things besides tempo. But that's kind of how these videos work. You just start off with a topic, and then you just go where the breeze takes you. And you could hold chords. So really, it's I guess it's more than how quickly or slowly you're doing something. It's the timing. And kind of the rhythm, that's a different rhythm than. They could both be in standard time. They could both be in 4/4, but they could sound quickly or slowly, or they could sound more upbeat or happy, or more sad or melancholy. And this is actually something I realized when I was doing my first video on this channel about OK Computer, and 2 of the songs on that album, the first 2 songs, Airbag and Paranoid Android, on OK Computer by Radiohead, if you're unfamiliar. And the first song, Airbag, was. And so they were holding the notes the chords for a long time. But it sounded pretty quick, like when you hear the record, the LP, when you hear the album, it's like there's like a pretty quick riff going. I mean, it's not like shredding metal quick, but it's pretty quick, and they're strumming quickly. Right. And then later, when you get to Paranoid Android, the movement between chords is quicker. So they move pretty quick from the C minor to the G. whereas on Airbag they were holding them for a long time. And yeah, Paranoid Android. And yet the Paranoid Android part sounds slower, even though they're actually switching chords more quickly, and it's because of how quickly they're strumming. So that's a whole different element of the, because on Airbag they're going, and on Paranoid Android it's. So it's, one of them has the chord change faster, but the strumming slower, and vice versa on the other one, and it creates different moods. You could combine, you could have both of them slow, you could have both of them fast, you could intermix the two of them, and it can create a quick or slow mood. And again, those two chords isolated are the same chords. And so using those two same chords, like in that little brief context, it sounds wildly different. And a lot of that, again, could be instrumentation or how you express it, how you arrange it. But it's fascinating to me how something as simple as, because I think the rhythm and how quickly it's going is a huge part of how you feel, about how the song makes you feel. And it's just crazy to me how just a short little thing, or not a short little thing, a simple thing such as speed can really impact how a song does it for you. So that's, there's some, a little bit of interplay of notes, but it's essentially just G to C over and over and over again. And but it's very melancholy and slow and beautiful, whereas it's much more upbeat and quicker, and upbeat, even the word upbeat, a higher beat. It sounds quicker, and it just affects the scope of how the song sounds. And I think I've repeated myself a lot in this video, but it's better to repeat myself quickly than repeat myself slowly, as we've all learned.